All right, there's been a whole lot of stuff about the assassination attempt of Donald Trump. I almost put out a video before all this happened. I said I believed that there was going to be an assassination attempt. I still kind of believe he may end up being assassinated. But this whole shooter thing is a conspiracy building. If you watch one news media, they say that the shooter was all the way to the edge of the building, which happened to line up with an open window on the second floor of the building behind it, which was open, which was supposed to have a sniper detail inside. So they're saying that the ballistics say that the shot came from that direction. And all these news media outlets are trying to show you little cartoons of a little guy on the edge of the building. Like, say this was the roof. Let's see if I can get it in line with how they would have it. All right, so let's say the guy's shooting Trump this way. The guy was actually back in here, but they're showing him on the edge of the building here. They're showing him in a different spot than where he actually was. Like, that right there made me start thinking, you know, there's something going on here. Who's trying to kill Trump? You've had multiple guys who are ballistic channels show you that the low grade red dot little scope that this guy had was not accurate enough to stage an event and shoot Trump's ear. That was a miracle of God. Okay, let me just put that out there. That's where I stand on this. God saved Trump's life. That's simple. But let's see who was trying to kill him. I've watched a lot of different videos, a lot of different recreations of the event, a lot of different news coverages of it. Okay, the news people are saying different than what the facts actually are. Then you've got the fact that there's 3 sets of shots, different sounds. Then you have the fact that people are talking about how BLACKROCK may or may not have some type of in or hand on this guy's brain. Let's say that BLACKROCK is involved for whatever reason. Who's BLACKROCK? Evil people. Okay, just say that. Okay, for now. So let's say that BLACKROCK wanted to get this done. Now, when you go back and watch all the footage, see if this makes sense as a possibility. The shot did come from that edge of the building. It came from a Secret Service agent who was told to take a shot at Trump and assassinate him, and then take 2 more random shots into the crowd so that it would look like an inexperienced gunman could have pulled that off accidentally. And then you have all these people saying, oh, anybody could pull that shot off in their sleep. Okay, but then you watch the videos of the guys with using the same gun the shooter had, with the same optics the shooter had. And that's not an easy shot to stage. Okay, the hitting of the ear, which is what some people are saying, that they stage it so they can bring up ratings. That's ridiculous. And honestly, yeah, you might be able to shoot somebody at that range easily, at least hit the head. But I doubt he could, okay? And the reason I doubt it is because I've seen too many videos of guys who know how to shoot unable to accurately pull that off on the first shot. If Trump had not turned his head, the bullet would have hit him, meaning the marksman was an accurate shooter. And since everybody is saying that the bullet came from the edge of the building, okay, and that's not where he was. That's the media admitting to you where the shooter was. So let's say BLACKROCK had a hand in the guy in the Secret Service detail in the building who was sitting there with an open window and could easily see the backside of that building where the shooter who shot at Trump was at. So that detail who was in there with an open window didn't see him or didn't do anything about it on purpose. So let's just conspiracize here. That those guys were in on it. That the boy on the roof was in on it. That the snipers next to Trump were not. Or maybe they were. So here's this. The guy who actually shot at Trump, according to the angles, came from the side of the building where the window was open and the Secret Service detail was in. Came from there. If you look at the picture that the guy supposedly took of the bullet that left Trump's body, right? So Trump, right, shoots his ear, and then there's a stream of a bullet. Look closely. It doesn't line up. From the moment I saw it, I said, that's not the bullet that hit his ear. It doesn't line up. Look at it again. Then you'll notice that the Secret Servicemen on the roof, the snipers who took out the young man shooter, Crooke, Thomas Crooke, they're looking, and then before they shoot, they look up, and then they like, as if they're dodging bullets, and then they come back down, pow. They don't, you don't see that part, but you hear it. So here's what I propose after watching everything I've seen, multiple different people, news outlets, the original coverage of the rally, all the secondary phone footage of people at the rally. It seems to me like somebody on the other side tried to kill Trump. God intervened. The young man was in on it too, working with the same people in the building. And his job was to maybe take out the sniper crew to keep them from getting shot. And as the snipers first heard a round shoot, they looked. They know there's a Secret Service detail. Maybe they're heard in their ear. Don't shoot the guys in the window. Shoot the shooters on the roof, not the window. And then he sees them. He takes those couple shots, pop, pop, pop. I think 5, and their Secret Service is moving. People in the crowd get shot. So imagine you're the shooter over there, and your main sniper guy, he's told, hey, look, you don't have an accurate enough gun to take out the president. So we're going to take out the president, former president. I consider any president who is president to still have the title of president. We're going to shoot him. You shoot the snipers and take a couple shots off of him if you need to make sure the job gets done. So he's sitting there waiting for the first couple shots. I don't mean to do that, guys. The first couple shots hit the ear and the people around him. Then there's a pause, and then Crooke takes his shots, pow, pow, shoots a couple at the Superman snipers. He looks up, dodges a couple because he can't shoot, and he's scared because the police officer just came up over the back end, and he turned his gun. He's like, oh, God, pow, pow. Here's that guy, gets back in position, boom, shoots at the snipers, shoots into the crowd, ducks down, thinks he's clear. Sniper rifle guy on the roof comes down, takes a shot. It's over. When you listen to the sound and you listen to all the footage and you compile what they're saying is for sure the direction the bullet came from, then it didn't come from Crooke. The bullet did not come from Crooke that hit his ear. If it came from the direction of the edge of the building that lines up with the window where there was a Secret Service sniper detail happened to be. You take it for what you want, but when I watch them all, that's what I think is a little suspicious. This is where I'm at. There's something fishy going on. It's an inside job. Somebody's trying to kill Trump from the inside. They used a young man to be the scapegoat, People can say what you want about him. I pity anybody in hell. Hell's not where you want to be. And here's what I know. The stories they're telling in the news are contradicting each other. The videos show you where the boy was at. You can see he wasn't on the edge of the roof. You can see it before the shooting. You can see it. There's 2 angles of shots. You can see that by the photograph of the guy who was taking the pictures. The bullet that is going past Trump is at a different angle than what would have had to pass him to hit his ear. 2 different angles, 2 different shooters. Watch all the videos. Watch the guys that do the ballistic testing and recreation. Watch the news clips over and over. Multiple different stories, multiple different angles, and then you throw in the conspiracy of this BLACKROCK evil organization taking control of everything and trying to be blah, 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 blah. And then you throw in the almighty hand of God, because the Bible says that God ordains everybody who's in charge of the world. All the kings, all the rulers, God ordains them, and they will be when he says they will be. And nobody can stop them. And what that shows you right there is that if you're meant to be there, at least right now, the bullet's going to miss. But right now, it seems to me, if I had to put my money down on where I thought things were, there's 2 shooters. 2 shooters.